muses, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video I am bringing you guys a book haul, which is this book right here. I went online on a shopping spree because I deserved it. I mean, it's been a while since I bought myself some books, and yeah, that's how I console myself, by saying that I deserve them. Anyways, very excited to show you guys what I got because there are some very interesting books that they were on my backlist and books that I've been wanting to read for the longest. So I'm pretty sure that now that I have them, I will get to them. And also I want to apologize because I haven't been posting. I know I said I was going to post every Wednesday, and it's been, I think, 2 weeks without me posting. But as some of you know, with everything that's happening right now, I just wasn't in the mindset to film and just pretend that I wasn't feeling overwhelmed by everything that's going on. If you want to know how I've been helping and how I have been staying on top of everything and trying to support Black Lives Matter movement and just trying to do my part on keeping that community safe, you can check out my Instagram. I did a fundraiser for the Black Lives Matter organization, where for every stacks of Black authors that you would post, you were committing to donate at least $5 to the organization. And I'm happy and very proud to say that we raised more than $1,000 within days, like not even a week. So that made me really happy because I really wanted to do something that could make an impact. And I think using my love of books and using my platform to encourage people to seek out other Black authors and to promote Black literacy, along with my Latin Street 2 book club, it was really special for me. And just the fact that a lot of people donated and shared their stacks and are still donating and sharing their stacks really made me happy. So yes, you can check out my Instagram for more information. But yeah, that's what I've been doing the last couple of weeks, and yeah, that's why I haven't had the time to film. But today I decided, you know what, it's time for me to do this haul because I got these books, I think, a month ago, a few of them, and others I just got like 3 weeks ago. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what I've been buying online and some of the books that I'm really excited to read during this summer. I guess you could say this will be my summer TBR because I'm really hoping to get to all of them this summer. So let me start with Clap When You Land. If you saw my last video, I mentioned it that I was waiting for Amazon to deliver it, and a whole story happened with Amazon and this delivery. If you want to know more about it, again, check my Instagram. I share my story there. But to make the story short, basically Amazon sent me 2 packages of the same book. So I got 2 copies of the same books, which I gave away again in my Instagram. So one of those books was Clap When You Land by Acevedo. This is my June book pick for my Latin Street 2 book club. We're reading it together and we're discussing it in a Zoom, actually in a couple of days. So I'm really excited. I already read it. I couldn't stop reading it when I started. This is the story of 2 Dominican girls. One lives in Dominican Republic with her aunt, and another lives with her mother in New York City. They don't know about each other or that they're sisters. They're half sisters from their dad. And what brings them together is actually really sad. When the father's on his way to the Dominican Republic to visit one of the girls, Camino, he's the victim of a plane crash. And yeah, that's basically how the story unfolds and how the girls come to know about each other. It's a beautiful book. It's written in verse, which after reading The Poet X, I'm kind of accustomed to that style, to that format, but this was just so powerful. And me being Dominican and coming from the Dominican Republic, it really resonated with me, and the ending broke my heart because let's just say that I wasn't expecting that decision at the end. But I guess it's just, you know, from a viewpoint from someone who comes from the island. That's why I kind of like, But anyways, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to spoil it for you all. But this is such an amazing book. If you can read it, please go and do so because you will love it. And yeah, I'm really excited to discuss it with my members this month. It's going to be really interesting. And yeah, moving on, I also got After I Do by Jenkins. She's one of my favorite authors. I have read her other books, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn, which You guys have to read it. It's an amazing book, an amazing story. And I also read One True Loves, and After I Do was on the top of my TBR because I just love her writing style, and her romance books are really, oh my god, it's just like really my type, because it's not just guy meets girl and they fall in love and it's happily ever after. Like, her romance books are more complex, and I appreciate that. This is a breathtaking novel. I'm reading, just in case, I'm reading the synopsis in the back. This is a breathtaking novel about modern marriage, the death of family ties, and the year that one remarkable heroine spends exploring both. So basically, Lauren and Ryan, those are the main protagonists in this story. They're a married couple, and they decide to take a year off, like, let's say taking a break. They decide to take a break to rekindle their romance and to rekindle their love, and, you know, go on a self-discovery journey to, I guess, find their ways back to each other. And I can't wait to read this one. Next we have, oh my god, you guys, this book was a major FOMO. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I just got it because a lot of people were like throwing it down my throat, so like, you have to read it, you have to read it. Because as you know, I'm not a big fan of like series book, and this is part of a series, even though the second book came out, so that's not that bad. Like, if I really liked it, I can go ahead and read the second book because it's already out. But The Simple While was really a book that I just had to get it because a lot of people were reading it and raving about it. I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna be in the dark. Let me get it, see what it's about, and, you know, find out if the hype is real. So yes, I'm actually in a buddy read with a group of people. We're reading it together and discussing it together. It's actually called FOMO Buddy Read. It's basically a whole shot of reading books that people are just raving about, it. You haven't got the time to read it yet. So yes, The Simple While by K.A. Tucker. I haven't read this author yet. She's going to be, you know, the first time. This is going to be my first book by this author. And yeah, it's about our girl Clara Fletcher. She's a city girl. She fled Alaska with her mother when she was only 2, so she barely remembers you know, the rural environment and just the wild neighborhood that she, you know, was born into. But then she has to go back to Alaska. Her father is dying, so she goes back to Alaska just to be with her dad and kind of reconnect with him. But in that process, she meets our obnoxious yet sexy Jonah. He basically works for her dad's plane company. So yeah, as I hear, there's a lot of banter between them. I guess it's a enemies to lovers trope. I'm not sure what kind of, you know, genre this falls into, but yeah, basically they meet. They're not really, you know, they don't really get along at first, but then, you know, love happens, attraction happens. But I don't think it's a good idea because our girl Kala is not gonna stay in Alaska, and Jonah is not leaving Alaska. So how are they gonna make their relationship work, you know, long distance, when Clara knows that doesn't really work because she has her parents' experience to abate by that. So yes, I'm not sure what else happened, what's gonna happen, they're gonna make it through, but I'm really excited to read it. I haven't started it yet, and I'm really late because the discussion is either past or it's coming soon, so I better catch up. But yes, I'm really excited to read this one and see why everyone is talking about it. Next we have Coffee Girl, another book that's part of a series. I'm not sure what's happening with me because I'm always saying that I don't like reading books that are part of a series just because of how impatient I am if the other books are not out. But this one, to be completely honest, I just got it because it says Coffee Girl, and I'm like, wait, I'm a coffee girl. I love coffee. This is a book for me. Like, I didn't even read the synopsis of what it was about. I literally just bought this book because of the title. I'm like, that resonates with me, so I'm getting it. But then I decided to look into reviews. I went to Goodreads and read the synopsis, and I'm like, oh my god, this is actually, you know, seems like the kind of book that I would love. But yeah, the book is about our girl Mackenzie, aka Kiki. She has two choices: either be her snarky sister's nanny, or she could be the assistant of a superstar musician. So I will go with the latter, but our girl is not really, you know, she's not happy about the two options that she got. But she decides to be the coffee girl of this really famous musician, Tanton Reid. He is in the music world, so he's really overwhelmed. He has a sold out tour. He's feeling very pressured. He has an ex-crazy girlfriend that won't leave him alone. So our guy is really not in the right time to be, I guess, falling in love with a girl, or it's not the right time for him to start a new relationship. But when love comes, I mean, what can you do, right? So yes, I'm really excited to read this book. I hope the other books are out, because if I really ended up enjoying it, I don't think I can wait for the other books. But let's see. I'm gonna find out, because I don't know if the other books are out. If you know, let me know in the comments below. But yes, I'm really excited to read this book, and yes, I can't wait. Moving on, you have probably seen the show on Hulu, or at least heard about it. But yeah, little fires everywhere. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know about the book before I learned about the show. Like, I knew about the show first, and then I realized that it was based on a book. And if you know me, you know that I will read the book first. And if I really liked the book, I probably won't watch the show, just because I don't want it to ruin my experience with the book, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I decided to read the book first, and then, you know, decide from there if I want to see the show. Yes, I'm really excited to read this one. It's basically a story about this neighborhood which is pitch perfect. Everyone that lives in that neighborhood is successful. Everything is just crafted in a way that you would think you're living in a bubble. But all of that changes when Mia Warren moves into the neighborhood with her teenage daughter Pearl. Let's just say she's not the type of people, she doesn't fit the identity of the people that live in that neighborhood. So things start to change. Elena Richardson, who is a rule follower, tries to uncover some secrets about the new girl that's moving in, just, I guess, to drive her out of the neighborhood. But the things that she finds would come at a cost. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this one. Yeah, this is one of Reese's book club. Her book picks are always like really good, so I trust that I will love it. And yeah, I think Reese Witherspoon is also on the show. I'm not really sure, but yes, I'm really excited, and I cannot wait to read it. Now, you guys, I read the first book, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, not long ago, and I found out the second book was out in the UK only. I couldn't wait. I was like, you know what? I don't care that it takes a month to get here to the United States, but I'm getting this book, because as you know, I'm very impatient with books that are part of a series. I already finished book one, like I said, so I really wanted to get into the second book. So I went into Book Depository and ordered myself the second book. Like I said, this is the UK version. In the US, it's not out yet, but I'm really happy to go back to Pipe's story and see her kick ass, because she's basically my hero, one of my favorite female characters at the moment. Like, she's a badass, and I can't wait to see her and Robbie go back to solving murders, you know. And also, I'm kind of curious to see how their relationship evolves in this second book. So yeah, I'm really excited, and I cannot wait to read the second book. Now, this is another FOMO book that my friend Angela here, if she's watching this, knows that she's been trying to get everyone to read this book, and I'm everyone, okay? Like, if it's Colleen Hoover, I'm trying to work my way to all her books, but she has a lot. So yeah, I'm slowly making my way through Colleen Hoover's books, and this one was at the top of my TBR. And once I saw Angela raved about it, you can follow her, Reading Mom Me, I think that's her username, on Instagram. She has the best recs for romance books, and not only romance books, but like any kind of books. Like, I really trust her reviews on Bookstagram. Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover, I hear it's really sad. Like, if you read it, make sure you have tissues on your right hand side, because it's very emotional, and I'm all for it. So this book, you guys, it's about two couples, Tate Collins and Miles Archer. It's like an enemies to lovers trope, I would guess. They don't get along at the beginning, but then, you know, an attraction blooms. Neither of them are looking for a relationship, so they decide to be in this non-string attached you know, relationship where it's only about sex, but we all know that's not how it's gonna go. One of them is going to get all emotional and start getting real feelings, hopefully both of them. So yes, that's what happens. Their no-string relationship doesn't go that way, and yeah, somebody's gonna get their heart broken, and that's me. Apart from them in the book, I think that's me too. But yes, I'm really excited to begin this book. I know. I bought a lot of romance books because, I don't know, apart from being one of my favorite genres, I find myself reading more romance books during the summer. It's just like kind of my mood, and like I said, I'm a mood reader. So in the summer, I find myself reading more romance books than any other genre. So that's why I went and got myself all the romance books that I could get. Anyway, so The Right Swipe was one of my backlist books that I wanted to read since last summer. This story about Rhiannon Hunter, she's the creator of this dating app. She has a few rules on her dating app, which is new pics are by invitation only. If someone stands you up, block them with extreme prejudice and protect your heart. So that's basically one of the rules that she follows to herself and that she tries to incorporate in her app. But you know that here comes sexy and seemingly sweet Samson Lima and steals her heart. But after stealing her heart, he disappears and she tries to get over him, but when she's almost there, he comes back. The guy comes back, sexier than ever, and now they're partners. So how will she handle all these emotions? We are yet to find out. So that's why I'm reading the book, to see what happens. I'm really excited for this one. Next, we have Invincible Summer. So this one, I actually found out while I was scrolling buying books. This one came up and I didn't even read the synopsis. I was just like, oh, like it looks like the perfect summer read. Like it wasn't even that the cover attracted me. It's just because basically it says summer. I'm like, oh, I'm looking for summer books. This one says summer. Let me get it. Like that. If you want to know how I buy books, that's basically one of the ways that I buy books. So yes, Invincible Summer. I didn't know enough about this book, but I got it. But then when I got it delivered, I looked into Goodreads, the synopsis, and I'm like, oh wow, like, you know, I picked pretty good because it sounds like the perfect book for summer and for myself, like the type of books that I would read. It's about these four friends, Eva, Benedict, Sylvie, and Lucien. They graduate in 1997, and then, you know, after you graduate, everybody like takes their own way and lose touch. Then they are brought back by unexpected ways, and yeah, they try to rekindle that connection of friendship. So yeah, it sounds like the perfect book for summer and for me, and I can't wait to tell you guys more about it. I told you I got a lot of books. This one, The Perfect Date. So I'm always trying to look for rom-coms featuring Hispanics or Latino characters, and I came upon this one actually I think last summer, or at least at the beginning of the year, and I've been wanting to read it for the longest. So this is the girl of a Puerto Rican single mother who lives in the Bronx, Angel Gomez. She's starting to be a nurse and she works in a club at night to basically make ends meet and to provide for her child. And that's when she meets Caleb at the club. He's a star pitcher, and yeah, he's kind of trying to keep a low profile because he's been known for being a womanizer basically. The gossip firms can't get enough of him. So yeah, when he meets Angel, he's trying to keep a low profile, and then they make a plan, like basically a charade, to pretend to be married to Angel and father or stepfather of her kid, just so he can have the image of, you know, a stable man with a family. But I guess that doesn't go really well, because what starts as a charade might develop to something more real, you know? So, lastly but not least, see, not every book I got was romance. I got a thriller in there. I mean, right? That counts. Anyways, Jar of Hearts is a book that, wow, what can I say? I just wanted to read this one for a long time after hearing amazing feedback. Actually, this one I found out in Bookstagram. Like a lot of my books, I find through Bookstagram. So, and yes, it sounds like the perfect thriller. Again, let me read you a little bit of a synopsis so you'll see if it's something that you would also like to get. So I'm going to skip a little bit more and just read the end. While everyone thinks they finally know the truth, there are dark secrets buried deep, and what happened that fateful night is more complex and more chilling than anyone really knows. Now, Gio is being released from prison. The obsessive past catches up with the deadly present when new bodies begin to turn up, killed in the exact same manner as Angela won. How far will someone go to bury her secrets and hide her grief? How long can you get away with a lie? How long can you live with it? I mean, if that's not suspenseful enough for you, I mean, just rereading the synopsis again got me all excited again to read it. So yes, I really can't wait to start this one. I think this one will be a great read for me, and I cannot wait to start it and tell you more about it as well. So this was my book haul, you guys. I hope you found some books that you would like to add to your own TBR and that you would like to get. These books, like I said, they were all in my backlist. I'm really excited. If you want to know my thoughts on any of these books, make sure to follow my Instagram account. I'm trying to also upload my reviews on Goodreads, but I'm not there yet. I will let you know when that happens. But for now, if you want to know my thoughts after I read these books, you can follow my Instagram. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are going to get any of these books, if any of these books, you know, caught your attention, or if you have read them. Am I in for a good surprise? Like, let me know. Let's chat in the comments below. And this was it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I cannot stress that enough. It would really mean a lot if you guys could subscribe to my channel and like this video, and also leave me your comments down below. And I will see you guys next time. Okay. And neither of that. Okay. Not only because that's one of my favorite genres, this thing keeps falling. So yes, I know I only got, okay, oh, but it's just during the summer I like to read. I mean, okay, romance book apart from, and I've been wanting to.